All right, so we are recording and we'll get started. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for attending today's meeting. As I said, I won't be before you very long. Oh, that sounded so churchy. So the main thing that I want to go over with people is due to we have a scheduling conflict. So our showcase will be moved to Sunday, May 16th, which means we will be asking families to submit payment for May tuition on Sunday, April 25th. Families who still have credit from the fundraiser will be able to use that credit toward May tuition, and any future semesters and monthly tuition until it literally runs out. I think May will probably be the last month for most families. But for those of you who went above and beyond and so like hundreds of dollars worth of fundraiser, then you'll be well into fall semester with your fundraiser credit. So because the showcase date has changed, this means our payment deadlines have changed. And I've said it before, and I want to make sure it is very, very clear. We have to maintain these deadlines for attendance and payment, or dancers will not be able to participate in the showcase. I hate having to set these types of deadlines, but in order for everybody to get what they need, for costumes to arrive on time, and for dancers to feel comfortable and confident and giving their best performance, we have to make sure that they're coming regularly and that all of the money that is due for costumes and tuition is turned in by the deadline. So any classes missed in April or May means dancers may not be able to participate. And costume fees have to be paid in full by today, which is the 11th. And tuition fees for May no later than Sunday, May 9th. So it's due on the 25th and paid in full no later than the 9th. Again, we just have to keep those hard deadlines so that the studio runs the way that it needs to, and then all the kids feel comfortable and confident in giving their best performance. Tickets are now on sale. So they're through Eventbrite, but there is a link on the website. So mainattractiondance.com/enroll-pay. So the tab that you usually go under to submit your payment for tuition and costumes, scroll down a little bit further on that page and you should be able to access the link that takes you to Eventbrite that will allow you to purchase tickets. Same thing, we're going to wait until the day of to give the link, just to make sure that nobody is passing out the link to anybody who has not purchased a ticket, just, to keep everybody honest. Costumes have started to arrive. Devin and I were putting things together and labeling about 7 or 8 boxes of costumes today. So those will start to be sent home with dancers. They'll try them on during their class time. We may take a couple of pictures so that we can post them on social media to get people excited about the showcase. And very, very imperative that once these costumes go home with families, that they are put away. We don't want dancers to have access to them. There's a lot of accessories and things that are often connected to the costumes. We don't want those lost. We don't want them damaged. We don't want any spills or anything on their costumes. We are running really close to the deadline for showcase. So if something happens to the costume, of course, families would be required to submit an additional payment to replace it, and there may be an additional charge for expedited shipping to make sure that it gets here on time. So just please, please, please keep costumes away from dancers, away from literally until it is time for them to put them on for dress rehearsal and showcase. Just please, please, please. Once dancers get their costumes, please write their name or their initials on the tag of those costumes, not actually on the costume itself, because it may bleed through depending on what kind of pen or marker you're using, which will ruin the costume. Dress rehearsal will be Sunday, April 25th. So we are going to keep the dress rehearsal day the same because we want to use those Sundays in May for actual time to make any changes that need to be made once we see where we are for the dress rehearsal on the 25th. Also, we will be out on Sunday, May 9th, of course, for Mother's Day. So we want to make sure that we have enough Sundays in the month of May for dancers to be able to for teachers to make adjustments for choreography or anything that they see that needs to be addressed after we do the showcase. Same thing for the dress rehearsal. Dancers come in a bun or a puff at the very, very top of their head. No bangs, no hanging hair, anything like that. You can do any type of creative style, whether it's box braids that you pull up into a bun or French braids that are braided up into a ponytail and you wrap it around. All of those things are fine as long as it is coming all at the top of their head in a bun or a puff or some sort of ponytail that can be bobby pinned down and held. We want to allow for individuality, of course, but try to keep our performance and our uniform as unified as possible. In the next few days, you will also be getting the showcase order form. So this will show you a list of the different times that dancers will be performing, the times that they need to arrive, what number their pieces are, and what their costume will be for that number. So that showcase order shows not only what order the dancers are performing, their arrival time, their performance time, what their performance attire is for that specific class, for all the classes that they're enrolled, and also what footwear they'll be wearing, whether it's ballet shoes, dance shoes, jazz shoes, high top tennis shoes for hip hop. All of those things will be on that document. And of course, if anybody has questions, feel free to contact me and we can go through those things once it is released. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so that staff knows exactly what's going on and then parents also know as well. And you only need one document to do all of that. So everybody's on the same page. You should also get a document in the next few days to let us know whether you plan on returning for fall semester and let us know which classes you plan on your dancer taking. Now, some of you will be notified, families will be notified if their dancer will be promoted to the next age group so that when you're looking for your dancer on that semester return form, you'll be looking in the right spot. We're very excited that a number of our dancers, especially in Stars 2, a number of those little ones will be moving up. So very, very excited about the growth and I love it. I love being able to see dancers grow not only in age, but also in skill and just like watch the maturation. It's a really, really beautiful thing. In addition to forms and all of those things, we're also asking for families to do a $25 deposit by Sunday, May 9th to reserve your dancer's spot in spring classes. And of course, that deposit will be deducted from next semester's tuition. For dancers that still have fundraiser credit, those dancers' names will be highlighted in green on that semester return form, and the fundraiser credit that's left over can serve as your deposit. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me check and make sure if anybody has questions. Okay, fantastic. So as I said, I will save this. The meeting has been recorded. Please feel free to let people know who missed it and want the details that it should be up on our YouTube page under the parent meetings playlist in the next day or so. Yeah. So Also, families who were in junior jazz, you all can stay on so that we can discuss more about the All Ohio Dance Festival and get those details set. We'll probably have to have another meeting in about a week or so to lay down everything. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, that's all I have for you, good people. Thank you for attending and have a great evening.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Kiana, did you have a question?
Yeah, I do. I can wait until after everybody else get off the phone. I have a question about today's practice.
Okay. Boom. All right.
But you want us to stay on?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So they probably left feeling away today. Hold on. Let me see if I can stop recording, but then keep us in the meeting.